I hope it's working now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I guess YouTube did a little bit of a little setting change where I have to click go live instead of just me hitting it on my streaming software. Sorry about that. Now I'll remember that now I have to hit on YouTube as well as my streaming software itself, which is stupid because I didn't have to do that before, but oh well. Let's just get this started. Pretty much just starting to sell off yet again. In the Discord channel, I did send out a screenshot of all the levels, and I will give that link right now as well. I know you guys did say you guys wanted to see my levels, so I did start drawing them out on my trading view chart and then sending it out. Good morning, Sergio. Thanks for your patience, guys, today. It was a bit of a mess. I was like starting to worry. It's like I don't know what I did wrong. But yeah, we pretty much broke through our key level again. We're bouncing around it pretty much all of last night, and then now we pushed through. I mean, let's see just to see what happens right now. We'll let the first 15 minutes take its place. And right now, we'll create that little morning range. Let's see if we want to just end up continuing that bounce back and forth that we had around here, or if we want to finally just push through, maybe just go down, right? I'm glad it helps, man. You're welcome. You can use those key levels just to identify areas for a nice little reversal, or areas you really want to just stay out of. They're really just bouncing back and forth between a couple of times, right? You want to wait till it breaks out completely. we're pretty much just bouncing off the key level that I drew out. That was at 33.9175. That was right here, right? You guys can take a look at that screenshot. You'll see it. I believe it was drawn out at 33.9225. 92.25 is right here. That's exactly where we're starting to, bounce off a little bit, right? When I restarted my system, everything just got deleted off my screen, but okay. There you go. Good morning, Dragon. Let's see, guys. Let's see. If we can hold right on this level, we might just be able to push right back up. Like, we'll go past this and then push right up, right? Right to 34.24. That's if we find heavy buyers. Good Trying to push through the level. Okay. That's nice. If we're pushing through, maybe we can get a nice little dump. Let's see. Good morning, Grace. Trump must remain defendant in a rape defamation claim filed by Jean Carroll. Okay. That's not the best news for him right before the election. Yeah, there's a nice big range right now, but we're gonna see. We'll see what happens. Who about the election? Oh, what I was just saying was I'm just reading the headline from CNBC because they just said breaking news. Trump must remain a defendant in a rape defamation claim case filed by Jean Carroll, the judge says. That's just the headline on CNBC. And there's more news saying the stimulus deal before the election looks less likely, so that means we're not getting it this week or next week. So We already know next 2 weeks we won't be getting it. What we do know is that after that, if we get closer, that's when we might want to buy go long, get long in something, right? And an interesting thing I've been noticing is since Robinhood has been growing as a brokerage a lot and bringing in a lot of new investors, there's like news articles saying like how Robinhood like users see all these downturns as a buying opportunity and just then buying it up. So that's very interesting. It's like we want to have a correction, but everybody's just putting their money in because they think, oh, it's red. Okay, I'll buy now. I mean, it's good though. I'm happy that all the new investors and everything are at least using that concept of buying the lows, which in turn will help them out in the long run, right? Because usually beginners will always try to buy the highs and just try to get more and chase and everything. But the fact that they're waiting for these dips, which is very interesting to me. Because that changes the game a lot because institutions like abuse the newbies, right? They'll pump something up, they'll make them think it's going up, and then boom, they'll just reverse on them. But now there's a trend where people are literally just waiting for to have a down day or a big down day in the news, and then they'll buy then, which is it's just solid. What's the VIX looking like today? VIX is popping up a little bit. Didn't cross yesterday's high, but still. I don't like seeing the VIX go up because that means the market's going to go down. Good morning, Yosties. Good morning, Enzo. We're holding off of that level pretty nicely. Let's see if we can actually hold or if we're just going to keep bouncing back and forth here. That's awesome, man. That means you're getting a nice little commission. But you got this, Enzo. Don't worry about it, man. The week will be over before you know it. I mean, that's what I was doing all day yesterday. I was walking, like driving around with my investor that wanted to buy rentals. But he's like, oh, but there's like certain communities that won't allow you to rent. But he's like, he has to talk to his lawyer, all this back and forth. I'm like, he's a cash buyer. So I was like, that's, you know, they're always easy to work with, but still a bit stressful. He's like, they get super picky. Let's see what's happening. You have 3 condo package deal if you think anyone wants to invest in Waterbury. What's the price point? If it falls under his budget, then I'll let him know. But if not, then obviously he's just gonna be like, "What that? Why'd you tell me this?" Might be 300 to 325 for all three. I mean, I'll ask him if he wants to get into like a 3 condo package, and then I'll let you know. I'll let you know on Discord. I'll ask him today. That's in his budget, but obviously it's gonna be a bit of a hike for him. So I don't know if he wants to go out of state. But I'll let you know by the end of today. Actually, let me just shoot him a text right now. Yeah, Chris. Hopefully something at 10. Yeah, Enzo, but my investor is a bit older. So he did say he wanted to look in New Jersey, but I always throw options out to him. You never know, right? Good morning, Deep. Pretty much just hitting that high volume node of the day today. You guys can see that little gray bar right there, popping all the way out. We'll see if we want to break above or we can find some resistance right there and then pop down. We pretty much tested this level right now. And so we're bouncing off a little bit, trying to see if we break below. Yeah, a little bit, but NQ just seems to be jumping up and down a lot more than ES. I don't know as much as divert. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell a little bit because I'm looking at the 5-minute charts. A bit hard to tell. You're looking at the 1-hour chart? Okay. Now we're getting a little bit of a nice little push. Cool, cool, cool. Lots of movement back and forth. Trying to see if we can get a little indication to continue that trend to the downside. See. Do I have a video or document explaining your algo? I believe I did post it on the algo setup ones, and how it works, but I for honestly it's like over a month, so I kind of forgot. My bad. Um, but I can make another one and post it like tonight. You know what? That's actually something I'll do tonight. I will make another video explaining it nice and clear on exactly what the algo is, what it looks for, as well as, you know, how you can use it, how you can set it up, and the results for it. I think the first time I made it, I was a bit camera shy, so I probably wasn't speaking the best, but I think now probably be a better video because I'm able to speak better. Yeah. It just sucks right now because like in the 5 minute charts that I use, like we haven't really been getting much algo alerts in the morning session. It's not finding any moves, but hey, that's part of trading, right? Because like the past couple months we've been getting nice alerts like every morning, but there's gonna be certain this month has just been slow. Any algo this morning? No, man. Nothing this morning. It's, I try to limit, like when I'm setting it up, I wanted to avoid range bound situations, and when it tries to recognize a range bound situation, obviously it can't catch all of them, but it tries to stay out of anything that's becoming a range bound or starting to be choppy. So that is super important because I personally hate trading the chop, and we still get caught in the chop sometimes. We just can't avoid it. But yeah. Oh yeah, if you're using it on the micro 1 hour, oh dude, you can just trade the micro NQ, and it's beautiful. Like if you want, Chris, send me your TradingView username. I'll set up the free trial for you. And obviously no credit card or anything. I just need the TradingView username, and I can set it up. You can test it out. You can look for yourself. It works nice on the 1 hour, man. Because I trade all my stocks on the 1 hour. That's all I use. The algo alerts. So and I never heard back from Tradeovate when I wanted to start that new account. I don't know what happened. Maybe I have to call them back, but I kind of lost track of that one. Because I want to start another account just to trade micros, because I know you guys love trading micros. I just want to document that as well. You got to set up a TradingView account. Yeah, man, it's super simple. I think you can just use Google to log in now. Google or Facebook, I forgot which one, but they have that integrated. A lot less stress for you. Okay. I mean, that's the whole reason I did Top Step, right? Like, it's less stress for me because it's like not my money, and like it is my money, but like it's also like not my money, like if that makes sense. So that type of pressure is off. But when I'm trading stocks and options, then definitely that pressure is there still because I will want to check it. Actually, I'm gonna call them because I don't know what happened with my TradeAvate account that they didn't come back to me. Maybe I forgot to add a document, but they should have everything on file already. Oh well. Let's see. Let's see. Kind of testing that level again. Nice to see. Okay, 200 EMA and a level. That's what happened yesterday, and we bounced off like completely. We see some orders piling up on the dome as well. 475 there. Maybe. Or maybe the guy I spoke to messed something up or lost my file. I don't know. Who knows? Anything can happen, but I'll call him back. So with the algo, I don't have it set up to take trades for me automatically. I don't like that. Like, I like to look at the market. I like to enter by myself. The algo tells me exactly where to enter, but again, I just like personally, I like to look at everything and then I'll enter. But if it's with stocks, I kind of just enter. I put the stop order, like I have the rule with stocks. I just place the order 5 cents above whatever price it alerted me. That way, it's just to avoid any double top scenarios or anything like that, or double bottoms if I'm shorting. But that's the simplest way. Even with the ES, I just keep it one tick above. If I could make it completely autonomous, like I'm fine with that, but I haven't gotten to that position, and that's going to cost me a lot more. He's building this out already cost me a good amount, but making it autonomous, maybe down the line. Because there's still a lot of things we have to figure out with like auto trading systems. Like there's other factors that go into it, right? And sometimes the naked eye can detect more. Let me just jump down to the 3 minute real quick. See how the 3 minutes are doing. Yeah, auto is a bit scary because if you leave your money in it and then it's like you wake up one morning, it can all be gone. That's one of my fears with it as well. He's like, say it messes up and does something, and it's like, oh crap, right? So that's one of my things. I think we're pretty much bounced. We tested this level once. We're testing it again. We tested it overnight as well. I might look to go short here. Pretty much tested it multiple times. Bounced off now. Hit that 200 EMA. Popping right back down. I'm liking the way this is forming. We have delta to support it. I might get short here. I'll let this candle finish real quick and then my orders up. Just and drag and drop. I know with Forex, there's a lot of auto bots and everything, which is kind of cool. That is something I do want to build out one day as well. I don't trade Forex much, but I have messed around with it. I just don't like the spreads that they have. It hit the first target in the 3 minutes. Okay, that's dope. Yeah, in this market, I noticed like the 3 minutes have been working pretty nicely. Just gonna let this candle close, and then I'll move my order up, and then I'll go from there. I don't like how there's so many orders there, but just put it right below that 34.86. So if we can break below those orders, then we should be able to push through everything, right?
Stop filled.
Gonna make the second contract my runner. I'll place it down there. We are still underneath our pivot levels. They disappear. Yep, there we go. I'll go hit all 3 targets in 3 minutes. That's awesome. That means we might find a little bit of a bounce now. Usually at take profit level 3, we end up hitting some support when we're shorting. Good amount of buyers stepping in right here at 33.82. I want to see if we can push through that. If we could push through those orders, yo, we'll be pushing down hard. See, it's testing it, it's testing it. Oh, they disappeared. That's the thing. Like, that's why I like watching the dome at certain times because it will just take them out, or people get scared. The buyers get scared. Just to break below. Those orders are coming back, but sellers are trying to hold. Sellers are trying to hold. They're stepping in, but they're not the strongest right now. But I think we still have hope. If anything, I'll have to take it out for break even, but we're gonna watch it. These buyers' orders are keep disappearing, coming back, keep disappearing, coming back. They're indecisive. Whoever, maybe there's just a big whale trying to decide, but lots of movement, lots of movement. Once we break below that previous candle's low, I think we'll hit that target. That is not ideal candle formation that I like. Might have to take it out for break even. I don't want it to reverse on me. I'll hold it at the moment. Push down. I don't like sideways. Don't, but we have some sellers orders piling up as well, so it's like hoping we can push through. Because Delta is starting to pop back up a little bit. That's my only concern. That's why I'm debating right at the moment. It's like, should I just take it out for break even or not? I think we can hit that target though. Okay, let's see. Really not a fan of the way it's just jumping around. More buyer orders piling up. This might just be stressful. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if we can push through the sell off a little bit. Get some selling pressure in. Because this can always just be sellers just take, sorry, sellers, some sellers taking their profits as well, right? It's like they're both kind of annoying at the moment. Hmm. You shorter at 33.88? Okay. So you got in before me. Okay. Yeah, this move is kind of a little irritating, right? A lot of back and forth. That's why I'm debating if I want to just take it out for break even or not. It's like we see these formations, but then it can just tank right after that. That's my only issue. No, that's a complete sideways candle. Alright, let's this. I'm gonna get out.
Order filled.
I'd rather take it out for break even than. I don't like seeing like doji candles forming because then we have a higher chance of a reversal to the upside. So it's like, why am I gonna play myself like that? Because when these type of moves happen, right, I like to just see a flush. And if I'm not seeing the flush, then it's like I have a higher chance of it reversing on me and then me losing money, and that's not what we're here to do. And this is a time when we just have to preserve our capital. Yeah, at least you closed it at 83. You still walked away like 5 points. It does look down, but I just didn't like the way that those buyers are just randomly stepping in. That's my only concern. It's starting to get a sideways a little bit. Delta's trying to push up a little bit as well, so it's like I'm okay with it. Even if this ends up just tanking, I'm okay with the fact that I got out. I appreciate all the likes, guys. And if you guys didn't like it yet, please do like it. It helps me out a lot. We've been trying to grow this channel. We've been growing it pretty nicely too. We have 155 subscribers. Next goal is 200. You guys can definitely help me reach that. I know that for sure. Yeah. I'm glad I pulled out. Because this could have cost me a good amount if I stayed in, right? Glad we noticed that things were going sideways and it was starting to reverse a little bit, so I'm happy. I know we have $0 of profit, but I'd rather have $0 of profit than a big loss, right? Let's see. Let's see if we can get another move. Might just be another mini pullback like we have been seeing, right? Just, drop, pullback, drop, pullback. Nice. That's how downtrends work. Drop, pull back a little bit, drop, push up, drop, pull back, boom. Same thing might happen here. Let's see. I am super happy I took it out for break even. Just touched our key level again at 33.92.25. Let's see. Will it act as resistance now? Let's see if we can find something. It's like maybe we can get a nice indication of a nice short move again here. Take out all those buyers that wanted to come in, trap them. I'll pay attention to it. No crazy orders sitting around, so it's like I might. The way it's forming, it looks like it just could just keep continuing to push down. Definitely getting a little sideways again. Let me know about your trades, guys. Let me know. Did you guys get in on anything or waiting on getting in something? How's it going? You shorted the Dow before opening? Okay, nice. You probably got a nice move then. We did make that big push. Are you still in it or did you take your profit, Armin? Under tick? Perfect. That's nice, man. You're being consistent with it. That's what matters. Thank you for the subscription, Lucas. Thank you. We are starting to push up again, but we do have that key level still. Let's see if we can act as resistance now. If we could bounce off of this, that'd be very nice. Fire's coming in. Wow. All your trades are based on super trend with MACD. Okay. What time frame? One minute? Okay. Since we are still in the channel for the downtrend, I'm just gonna wait for moves to, still flip and come down. I don't care if it's pushing up right now. My trading style, I have to, wait for my confirmations. If I don't get them, I don't get them, but until then, I have to wait. Only on the Dow? Okay. I mean, that's an interesting strategy. I'll check it out. I always love trying new things out. Yeah, super trend on the 1 minute for YM. Pretty interesting. So you said you had the MACD as well. Let's see. YM is a beast. I mean, the 1 minute chart's kind of interesting. I don't really personally trade the 1 minute charts. I always get burned on them, but I mean, when I looked at it today for you, the way you set it up, it's pretty nice. MACD, you need to use fib numbers. What do you mean by that? I mean, I have to start drawing out the Fibonacci's as well, or is there like a certain setting that you're talking about on the MACD? Because I don't know if I have that setting. Oh, fast length is 8, slow length is 34. Dang. And 1. So signal smoothing is 1 then. Okay. So here, let me just pull up that chart you're talking about. Let's see if this is exactly what you see when you are looking at it. Because I put out to 8, 34, 1, right? Said okay, and this is how it popped up. Uh, just set your MACD to 821.5 yesterday. Okay. Need the bars. Okay. I can change that. MACD, we just make it histogram. A signal line histogram as well. Does that seem right, Armand? Or am I doing some columns maybe? Do columns. You said 1 minute. Pretty interesting. I mean, definitely today for at 8 o'clock, right? Is there anything in the super trend settings that I have to change? ATR 10 and 3 is the thing, the standard one for super trends. Oh, I'm good? Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'll mess around with it. I'll let you know what I think. It seems interesting. See the 5 minutes. Another 940. I guess when they both cross over around the same time, that's your perfect entry point, right? Oh, on the 1 minute? Okay. Oh, if you got in right here, that's a very nice entry. Yeah, still jumping back and forth a little bit. I'm still watching it on the side. I know we're talking about this. This is just interesting. Again, if you guys ever want to share your strategies, let me know. I'm more than happy to test everything out. Any certain rules, Armand, with this? Other than like your entry rules and your exit rules? Are you just waiting for it to change the super trend, or are you just taking it out at a certain point? This is just the super trend mixed with the MACD. You're just, I guess, trend following. Oh, yeah, the VIX is probably going through the roof right now. You usually get in on floors and ceilings. Okay, that makes sense. I guess you could have shorted right here when it hit the ceiling. Shorted again right here when it hit the ceiling. I have noticed that there's a lot of people that use a super trend as a entry signal. I mean, let's see how this would have done on the ES, right? I mean, it kind of did on the 1 minute. But this is a day where it's like pushing down completely, right? Yeah, there is a super trend on Tradevate. You can just, I think you just have to search for it in the community indicators. Is it? I didn't know that super trend was the most popular one. I'm surprised TradingView doesn't have it stocked then. It's not a built-in feature. It's like always somebody else that builds their own super trend. But yeah, Chris, it's on Tradevate. You just have to search for it under the community indicators. You can even filter it with for false signals with CCI. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm gonna go back to looking at the ES again for now, real quick. Let's see, it seems like if we're trying to push down again. Yeah, it's always good to have a double confirmation. Pretty much bouncing off that level again, continuing that downtrend momentum. So there's different settings to the MACD. So what you want it to do is for the MACD, set your fast length to 8, slow length to 34, and signal smoothing to 1. And then in the style, you want to like for MACD and the signal, you want to make sure it's in columns, and you'll have it look exactly the same. See you later, Chris. I mean, the week's been good. Just I haven't really found any trades with futures, but everything else has still been good. Here, I'll pull up the screen for you real quick. That way you can see. So if you go to MACD settings, inputs 8, 34, 1, and then style, I'm down here. MACD, make sure it hits columns. Signal, make sure it hits columns. And the histogram should already be columns anyway, normally. So once you make it all columns, then it should pop up the same way. And definitely have to check this out and see how it works, but yeah. But the numbers are 8, 34, and 1. So Chuck, that strategy was just the MACD combined with the super trend in like the 1 minute charts for the YM, because the Armin suggested that's what he uses. So definitely something to check out. We'll see how it works and everything. You just got in at, okay. Let's see. You said you trade YM. Take a look at it. Okay. Got in at the floor. Now it's bouncing. Okay. After stream, backtested on TradeAway and scalping NQ on 100 tick chart. Okay. With average trade time below 1 second. Okay. That is interesting. 6 take profit, 6 take stop loss. Okay. Fugazi, I will try that out, but is there anything else like I'm looking for? It's except just the 100 tick chart. Am I using like the super trend or the MACD, or am I using what determines my entry point? Okay, we'll just start a new chart. I have the NQ chart up already? No. Thanks. Take this. NQ ticks. Or ticks. Let's just delete all this. Eleven, 5, 6, 6. You're gonna see a pop to the downside. So 5, 5, 6 is down here. Oh, so are you playing off the pivots? Ah, stop loss hunting. Interesting. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I knew that was a thing. I just never met somebody that actually did it. I mean, we'll watch. I mean, I have my other charts. Yes, not really looking at anything. Just trying to hit, bouncing off that level yet again. Something cool. I'll test it out. I'm not getting any alerts on my side at the moment. These mornings have been dull, man. Like it is just going and going. So Fugazi at 55, 60, sorry, 556, you're gonna go for a long position, right? Because you're just looking to pop up again. So here I'd have like a buy limit here, right? Super interesting. Oh, so at the pivots, you're actually going short. Okay. 2 to 3 ticks below. Okay. Thing is going. I'd love to see a live example. Let's see if we can find one. Let me know if you, after you get in on a trade or something, like let me know. Kind of interesting. VXX. All right, let's pull it up. Chuck, don't worry. I'm always watching TQQQ on the side. That's one thing I'm always on. Close long entry from floor for 620 profit. Good job, Armand. Enzo, I think it doesn't work with the ES because like the movements it has. Like the ES is much slower, but NQ and the YM are much more rapid. Yeah, Fugazi, if you could post your thing on Discord, that would be pretty awesome. I'm sure a lot of people would love to try this strategy out, especially if you can have the rules typed out. To be honest, ES is garbage. I can't agree with that statement. I've made my money from ES primarily, so I'm not gonna hate on something that paid me. Actually, you know what? I can create that right now. Mandich, I just added a community strategies page. It's pretty much right here. Right under the member lounge, I added community strategies. You guys can add whatever strategies that you like or want people to check out. You know, we're always here to help each other, right? Oh, this was just a tick chart for the NQ because we were talking about it. I still have the 3-minute charts and the 5-minute charts on my other two screens on this side. I just want to see how this strategy works, right, with the tick chart that Fugazi was talking about. But I still have my 3-minute chart here and the 5-minute charts on this side. So it's like I'm still watching it. Yeah, man, it's fun creating new strategies and testing everything out. It's like because then you can combine some elements from each one and then you create an even better one, right? Love-hate relationship with the NQ, Enzo. I understand that. I can get behind that. Yeah, the 500 tick chart on the ES is pretty nice. You can get smooth, quick trends. Yeah, Chuck, I just looked at VIX as well. I checked, I had the algo pulled up on it as well. 5 minutes gave a nice alert, hit all three targets, and then, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get that alert anytime soon, so I'm not going to trade it right now. But if I had my eye on it early morning, for sure. I'm just, I mean, watching the 100 tick chart so interesting. You just keep seeing everything move so fast. Six. I mean, I'll definitely backtest this. I will go from each pivot area and see every time it breaks it, go long, right? Where every time it breaks it, go short. Super interesting. How would it look on the Heikanashis, or was it would be too delayed? Yeah, it's smoother for identifying pivots. Hmm. Fugazi, you say short only? So the strategy is only for shorting? Just basically wait for consolidation areas? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to test it out and see what I find, but I mean, if you could, yeah, if you guys, if you could post on the Discord, that'd be pretty awesome. I want to get all the rules in. That way, I know I'm looking at the right thing and trading it the right way, because I know you have your own set of rules, and that's what's really important. Yeah, Chuck, I know. Ever since I switched to Heiken man, I just could not get away from it. I just love it. And that's been with a lot of people here as well. They told me like they love using the Heiken now as well. He's like, it makes understanding the trend much smoother. If you're a price action trader, then obviously don't use the Heiken. If you're doing quick scalps, you don't want to have the Heiken on. You just need the regular candlesticks, but you need to understand those patterns. But when you're just trying to get in those pre-momentum or momentum plays, the Heiken definitely does help out, as well as reversals. Yeah, psychology too, dude, because people get tripped up by just watching those red and green bars all the time. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I've been there before. These regular candlesticks confuse me a good amount sometimes. Because each candle would make you think, oh, it's going a different way, it's going a different way. But Taikan actually at least keeps it simple and keeps you with the trend. We want to. Oh, I'm gonna put a short order here. If we can break it in this candle, I'll hold it. If not, then I'm gonna be canceling it. We might end up getting some consolidation here. That's my only concern, but I just got an alert from the algo, so I'm just gonna follow it through. Thanks for the update, Mandich. Nice to have more people just using the same system and talking about it, right? It is starting to consolidate a little bit. If it doesn't break through in these next two candles, I will just cancel this order because that means like the momentum's kind of going away.
Top filled.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can continue because I don't like the way it's pushing right back up. it's If it hits 86, then I'll move my stop down to break even. But there's a lot of orders right at 33.8625. We should be able to hit. I just don't like how we got the alert in this such a choppy area where price has been bouncing back and forth with high wicks, right? I don't like seeing high wicks. Not a fan of it. Let's just break below this and then push right through and I'll be happy. Too many orders. 33.86. Let's hit it. Yeah, it's take profit level 1 on. Let's see. I want it to break through. Moving stop to break even. Now I don't care what happens. Push, let's push. Take profit level 2 is at 33.8275, so that's where I want it to happen. As long as it doesn't pull out again, so I'll be good. Just see. Has been jumping back and forth a good amount. That's my only concern. Don't want buyers to get weak. Sorry, I don't want sellers to get weak. I want the buyers to be weak, that's for sure. Whoa. I just saw 1,700 orders pull in at 33.85 and then disappear. It was on the selling side, so we should be good.
Order filled.
Big profit level 2 just got hit. We got 312 of profit locked in. Let's see, can we hit level 3? This is when I'll start trailing my stop loss. Delta's coming in. We should be able to hit. I'll move it just 1 point up. 1 tick up. Just so it covers commissions. Yeah, we're good for the week. Let's do this. Let's see. 79.50 is our target. Is it should still be where? Why levels keep disappearing on Trade of 8? There we go. Still got space for our level. Let's do it. Trying to pull back up. Don't like that. Thank you, Kraft. Yeah, man, the patience pays. This month has been testing my patience more than any month this whole year. That is for sure. Because the first whole like 6, 7 months of the year, they were amazing. But September, October, we've been slowing down a little bit. You have to be more patient. And it happens this time of year. And it just sucks with all the stuff going on too. But hey, we have to adapt, right? That's one of the biggest skills with trading. Adapting. So I know it can hit level 3. I wanted to break below level 2 just a bit more, probably to around like that 82 or 81. And then I'll move my stop up to level 1. I should be moving it up to level 1 right now, but the way it's just jumping back and forth, I just don't want it to get taken out too fast. And regardless, we secured one contract, and then this one, we're just trying to ride it out. And we do know those at those levels, price does bounce. Like, show you right now on my screen how it looks. So this is how it looks on my screen, right? Got the alert, went right to our take profit, bounced, take profit level 2, bounced, and then right now we're just trying to see if we can push, right? Because it is struggling to break through this previous low. Once it hits the previous low, it should probably just push right through. Having a little bit of hesitation right now, but we'll see what happens.
Stop filled.
Oh, did it get filled? Yep, our stop got filled. It's okay. But that's why it's there, right? That protects us even when we look away just for 1 second. It pulled right back up, but yeah. You can re-enter at level 2 and try to go to level 3, but I personally don't like that. I just recommend that you get in where the entry point is. That's where you're safe. Because at level 2 and level 3, like those levels, they start to bounce off a little bit, and that's what's happening right now, right? I don't like people to get caught in that bounce and just ruin their account. So that's why I say when the entry point comes, you enter it right there. In this case, I could have secured 150 more, but I was being a bit more risky because like obviously with the market condition just bouncing up and down, I didn't want to get stopped out real quick. But I would have had that 150 here because I should have moved it down to 33.86 because that was level 1. Because it hit level 2, I have to move my stop loss to level 1. But it's okay. That's when our risk management comes in, right? Stop loss at entry, it like stopped out at entry and even more. Yeah, but if your stop loss is at the entry, right, then you can ride it out if you wanted to. Like sometimes we get a huge sell-off and our algo predicts it right before the whole huge sell-off happens, and you're wanting to ride it out, then yeah, for sure. for me, I like to get in and out. So it's like I'd like to take my profit to level 2 and level 3, and then I'll be happy with that. That's something I'm happy with. But I kind of want to see because still it just hit our break even point, but it didn't. It's starting to push back down again. So it'll be interesting to see. Thank you, Deep. Bounces off our levels, guys. That's the thing I like. That's why I love seeing like clean moves. A little bit of a bounce is okay, but when we see this, that means you should have got out. That's why we move it to break even, right? Especially in these markets. In these markets where it reverses out of nowhere for no reason. Like, always good to make sure we have our stops in. Make sure we're securing our profits. But yeah, I think I'll just call it a day for today. Because it's about to be around 12 anyway. I like to stop trading at 12, go eat lunch, and I'll look at some stocks again. But yeah, I mean, that was our trade for the ES. It hit. We're still under our original stops right over here, but this is just gonna be, seems like it's just high wick situations, chopping back and forth. So I'm gonna call it a day, take my profits and run. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you guys are still trading, wish you guys the best. Get those profits in. But until tomorrow, peace out.